Hey guys, it's Daily here, and welcome back to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. In the last episode, we fought our way through the chaotic realm, and in this episode, we're going to face the final boss. So, before we do that, let's get some setup. Obviously, we don't need Gremlin anymore. Might as well go for Headhunter. I'm going to put on the Red Minotaur Soul. I'm not actually going to cheese this boss, but I will show you how you kind of can with enough mind-ups, which you should have by now if you've been playing along with me. And then, of course, we're going to equip the Satan's Ring, because we don't need luck. This boss doesn't have a soul. It's the final boss. So, we go through here. I'm finally here. I wonder if I can do this alone. You're not alone. What? Everyone remaining in the castle combined their powers to contact you. Does that mean they all know that I'm Dracula? Yes, Arakato told us everything. I bet they're all afraid of me. No, not at all. At first we were shocked, but everyone believes you'll get through this. Yeah, like turning into Dracula is apparently a lot like losing your job. I'm going to send you a message from them now. Listen. You'll visit my shop again, won't you? I'll be waiting for you. Good morning, Soma. I just heard about what happened to you. I told you this before. You are who you are, and you mustn't let him win. To the man who beat me, don't disappoint me now. This is your last chance, and ours as well. I'm counting on you. Which is very demonstrative for Arakato. They're all rooting for me. You can do it, because I believe in you. Mina. Alright, here I go. And this song is is You're Not Alone. So, this is the actual chaotic stream at the heart of the chaotic realm, which is actually a giant spiral. So this thing has taken all of our souls. You cannot use any soul until you break the jewel of the particular soul color. I suggest you go for that blue soul first, because that dragon is hard to dodge and will do a crap ton of damage to you. The red soul with its crystal attacks is your next target, because it will hurt you too. That yellow soul just drains your magic, and it's almost impossible to kill that thing before all your magic is drained. So just don't bother with it. Once you're done here, you can use a mana prism. You've got 5. So, and there we go. Now we move on to the next boss phase. And here we are, in the center of the chaos, which is very Geiger-esque. I'm going to use a mana prism. And yeah, Red Minotaur Soul will do a lot of damage. More to these eyes, which you do want to kill first, than to the core, which you will eventually want to kill too. Watch those green crystals. If they hit you, you will get attacked for about 100 points of damage, and they're really kind of annoying. But that bone dragon in the background will not do damage when it's in the background, only when it's in the foreground with you. And I don't want to die here. I will show you what happens when you die here. You get an interesting ending, but I don't want to do that just yet. So, use a super potion. This is the end of the game, after all. Don't stand quite so close to the eye, because it will keep hurting you. The eyes do contact damage. Just, keep trying to dodge that stupid dragon. Hit those eyes. And then... Ow. I don't know that there is any way to dodge those yellow spikes. So, your best bet is just to stay out of there. Now, once that thing's gone, just kneel in the middle, take the hit from, take the occasional hit, and just keep whacking it. If you get too low, go right ahead and use another potion. I'm just going to use a high potion. And just keep whacking at it. It's not, like I said, this boss fight is nowhere near as hard as Julius. And there we go. We're done. That black heart of the eclipse, whatever it is, stops beating and shatters into nothingness. And Castle Dracula, floating in the eclipse, is falling apart for the last time. As we get a nice little use of the deformation tool. No more Castle Dracula. Ever. Seriously, the only other game that follows this in the timeline does not actually take place in Castle Dracula. Hello, Soma. Congratulations. I've got another job that I must attend to, so I have to go now. When I heard that you were Dracula, I was shocked. I was also just waking up, you know. If you think about it, though, everything turned out okay. I'll never forget your strength and courage. And I haven't thanked you yet for rescuing me, so thanks. You're like a younger brother to me. It was fun, and I hope we meet again. Goodbye. Hey there, much obliged for your business at my shop. Back at the castle, I realized my true calling. Fighting's not for me. I think I'll quit the army and open up a shop sometime soon. Promise me you'll come. I'll give you a good deal. You fought well. When we fled the castle, I felt the power from Vampire Killer fading away. I don't know what that means, but I won't have to do anything for the time being. Farewell. May we meet again. The path you took was the most challenging one. You did well. For God to be good, evil is an absolute necessity in this world. In the future, someone may follow again in Dracula's dark footsteps. At that time, perhaps we'll meet again. Farewell. In my mother's name, I send thanks to you. And at this point, if you have not figured out who Genya Arikado is, you have never played a Castlevania game before. Which is, of course, my voice acting for him, I've been trying to do my best Robert Belgrade impression, as best I can do being, female and not possessed of vocal cords in my socks. Wake up! Wake up! Wake... And here we are. Wake up! Wake up, Soma! Soma! Thank God you woke up. Heard you folks speak. I was saved by you all again. Again? Yes, I couldn't have won the last battle by myself. Everyone's kind words and encouragement led me to victory. Yes. Remember, inside of me, Dracula's power lies sleeping. It's not evil, but it's definitely changed me. It's okay. If anything ever happens, again, everyone will rush to your aid. That's right. I guess they will. Look, the eclipse has ended. And that's the end of it. You do get slightly different dialogue there. Soma says he's much cooler now if you get 100%. But that wouldn't require the, grinding for the bloody skyfish, and I'm not going to do that. If you're interested, Rome Mithril has a marvelous LP of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, which he plays through in hard mode and is 100% Souls Run. And if you enjoyed this, I really suggest you go check him out. He's pretty cool. But, well, so this is my favorite Castlevania game for a reason. Mostly because, I have to say, I liked Dawn of Sorrow a lot. I loved the story. I think the story actually was a little better. But the seal mechanic really knocked it down a notch for me. It's not unplayable, but it's not great. As for as for Portrait of Ruin, it's a fun game and I enjoy it. But searching for HP and MP max-ups, I have never enjoyed quite as much as just having my life and magic levels scale with my experience levels. And you see here, Osamu Ryutani, that was the voice of Arikado. So it would have been even less of a revelation for Japanese players because he's been the voice of Alucard the entire series. Also, he voiced Treize Kushrenada in Gundam Wing, along with Hikaru Midorikawa, and is currently doing a voice for Detective Conan, which Hikaru Midorikawa has in fact guest starred on. And so we get through the credits, and we've been at this about 15 minutes, but let's do a little more. Because here we are at the end of the thing, and now that we've won the game, we see that we have the game start, Soul Trade, and special. That gives us the boss rush, which I will probably show off for you guys in the bonus episode. There's going to be a bonus episode, and sound mode. That lets you listen to either the background music or various voice samples. And of course the background music, these are the various stage themes, and of course the names pretty much tell you exactly what you're getting. It's just the theme to that area. And Hammer's Shop theme, the Game Over theme. This is the mini-boss theme, which you hear when fighting things like Creaking Skull or the Great Armor, those first times. This is the actual boss theme, which you hear fighting the Headhunter and stuff. This is the throne fight with Graham. This is the first Chaos theme and the second Chaos theme. And this, of course, yeah, I'll be quiet a little just to let you hear the awesome when it kicks in. But yeah, and you can just shut it off by pressing B. And then these are various other cutscene themes. As I said, You're Not Alone is the track that you listen to when everybody's telling you you're not alone. And then, of course, the epilogue theme, which, of course, starts off with the Castlevania classic melody of Bloody Tears. And then the credits theme. Now, with the voice samples, there's 86, or actually 87 of them. So I'm not going to let you listen to all of them. If you are interested, you can probably pick this game up for yourself. And if you go to the Castlevania wiki, you can find a list of the translations, because they're all in Japanese. This game didn't have dubbing. But there are a couple I just sort of want to point out, because I think they're interesting. So, we move along to, let's see here, be careful, with that, because sometimes the thing is a little, so 32. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. That, I think, is Arakado going out of the way to the monsters at the front gate. It's Giamada, which is out of the way, literally hindrance. Let's see. Then we've got... Yeah, that I'm pretty sure is Hammer saying welcome to his shop. It is a common thing for shopkeepers to say, Irashai. And then... that's Mina. She says that, of course, when you finish talking to her. It's Kiotsukete ne basically means take care of yourself. Okay. And that's what she says when you come back to her. Okaeri, welcome back. And then, let's see, a lot farther. Most of this is Soma, the things he says when he gets hit. A lot of it's just grunts. Or fights monsters. Some of these are also voiced grunts for various monsters. There's a couple voiced grunts, of course, for the Julius boss fight. And then we have... that's Ikazuchi-yo. Thunder is literally what it says. That's what he says when he does the thunder attack, the headhunter. That says Honoyo, blaze. He uses yo at the end. It's a declarative sentence particle used for emphasis, basically. And then, if we go all the way to the end, we have... And... this first one is... It's Let There Be Light. And the second one is Go Back to the Darkness. Both of those are definitely Julius. And they're things he says to boss monsters in his mode through the game, which you can, of course, do by going back to the game start and select data. Now, we can do a new game plus, which I will show off in the bonus episode. And then you can enter Julius mode by starting a game with Julius. I'll show that off in the bonus episode too. But in fact, I'll show off just the beginning of the bonus of the new game plus right here. And you can select hard mode. And of course, you start going through the thing again, but now you can skip it. And you can skip all the cutscenes by pressing start. So you don't have to read all that again. And as you can see, we still have the Cleve Celesh. We also have the entire castle marked out already. So, we check out our souls, and we have, in fact, every soul that was not a soul that let us get around the castle. As you can see, we don't have the giant bat soul or the what is that thing called? Flying armor soul. But we have Flame Demon and Succubus and Persephone, which I said I'd show. Yeah, it just sort of sucks HP away. Monsters have a little more HP in this mode and hit a little harder. And of course, we still have the Cleve Celesh, the Demon's Mail, and the Soul Eater Ring. And we have all of our items. In fact, we still have all of our super potions and our mana prisms because we are, because we're going from the save point directly before the Chaos boss fight. So that's pretty nice, so to speak. But I'm going to go to first of all, I'm going to go to the first save point and just save it here. When I come back to this in the bonus episode, we will, yes, see, we have to get all those gray souls back again. I will show you the 3 hard mode weapons that are here. And then, once we come back to that, we'll be, right where we were. So, now, let's go back to the front, and I'll show you what happens, hopefully anyway, I'll show you what happens when we die fighting Chaos. Reset, start, game start, select, okay, rats, it did in fact, okay, over it, so hold on 1 second, that's alright. We'll just load up our most recent. Okay, here we are. We're back. And let's go face Chaos and fail. I'm gonna just go through this all really fast. Can't skip this because, of course, this is still the old save. We're not in the new game plus yet. So we go through everybody else. Go through there. Come on. And I'm just gonna die real fast, so, knock myself into everything. Get myself hit by that dragon. That dragon can do a lot of damage. Yeah. Yeah, see? 130, which is not exactly chump change, especially with getting hit with everything else. Though it looks like, you do still have invincibility frames, so get hit by the dragon first, and then by the crystals if necessary. So, you get hit by the dragon, come on, and there we go. So, Alright, now we're ready for the bad ending. There is another ending, which is sort of the neutral ending, if you don't get Dracula's powers. Sorry I kept you waiting. It's time to keep that promise I made you. And so Soma, of course, tosses aside the glass of wine and, but enough talk. Have at you. And that is the bad ending. And we get the same, well, we don't get quite the same credits. I'll turn the sound down on the thing because I'm going to fast forward. And this is, yeah. Oop, yeah, if you saw how it scrolled past very quickly, there's only Soma and Mina. That's also what you get for the neutral ending, where you don't get Soma's powers. But that's the end of that, so I will talk to you next time. And thank you, and you have a great day.